Hello, this is Sixpet Rotajunala. I'm a student of Manchester College. I'm here in Manchester to do a short film documentary on how public they are going to react on my questions regarding the immigration. Thank you very much. I hope everyone will enjoy my short documentary.
I would say that our country has only benefited from immigration over the years. And there's one thing for sure, that our National Health Service cannot survive without immigration. That is absolutely clear, and Brexit is threatening our public services.
Absolutely. Agreed, totally.
No, I don't believe so.
Why you don't think so?
I think most immigrants to this country are an asset to our society. They work, a lot of them anyway, work in those industries that you just mentioned. So I think they don't have a detrimental effect. On the contrary, I think they have a positive effect overall.
I think it would be foolish to say it hasn't. Just for pure numbers of people in the country, net migration, the population is going up regardless of where people are coming from. I don't necessarily see it's a problem to have immigration. I do believe we need to manage our finances better in order to provide a good service for everyone. I don't know how we're going to do that, but that's my opinion.
No, it's not migration. It's because the government spend the money on the wrong things, basically. Largely on inquiries that are designed to defend politicians' reputations. Sorry, I'm annoyed. I get annoyed with them, I'm afraid. They should spend money on health and education as a priority, and not on things that pay well-paid lawyers for 5 years to produce some piece of paperwork.
I don't believe so, no. I believe that they're under the having difficulties because of austerity cuts, which are totally unnecessary. The Tories promised, and the Brexiteers promised lots of money for the hospitals, and I don't see that money going in. Same with education. So I think the problem is that the government's not spending the money in the right way.
Hi, my name is Sophia Kalu, and I am from Manchester. I'm working at Manchester Refugee Support Network with refugees, and I am the General Nurse Advice Coordinator in MRSN. Well, if I was the Prime Minister, which I wish I were, I think what I would have done more according to the refugees, because this is vulnerable people, and they have flee from war, they have flee from the government. They are so traumatized when they enter this country. They don't have any experience about the culture of Britain. They don't know what is awaiting for them. So as the Prime Minister, I would make provision for these people so that they can be treated first service, to give them the best service that we can, helping them, maybe providing them the best help that we can, and also introduce the community to them so that they can know that these people really need support from the British government. As the Prime Minister, I think I would have done that to help them.
For the most part, I work with Refugee Action here in the Manchester area in resettling refugees. But I also work with a number of other agencies who deal with asylum seekers. Based on my experience, yes, I think within the EU, in fact, Britain is probably doing more than any other European country in terms of refugees. Bear in mind that there is a clear distinction between refugees and asylum seekers. But as far as refugees go, yes, Britain is doing better than all other European countries.
I'm one of the staff of the Somali Adult Social Care Agency, which is a charity organization based in Mossad, which helps refugees from different communities, but mainly Somalis. Yes, because there are a lot of people who come to us on Mondays and they have got immigration issues. There are people who have asked for the renewal of the documents, indefinite leave, because whenever someone comes to this country as a refugee, they are given 5 years indefinite leave to remain, and then after 5 years it has to be renewed. We have seen people who have sent the application, and the application usually takes 6 months, but the Home Office has been withholding the documents, saying they need to investigate further, and they have been having these problems. And it's this problem, imposed by the Home Office, concerns particularly the Somali community, and we can't understand why. We have been contacting with our MPs to find out the reasons why the Home Office is especially targeting the Somali community when it comes to renewing the refugee status in the UK.
Now when refugees and asylum seekers come into the country, they have maybe been referred from the council to our services or other organizations who is members from MRSN. So they will send their clients to us. So when they come here, they have many issues, so we have to help them to look for accommodation, find them accommodation. If we cannot find them accommodation, we also have to help them to apply for welfare benefits. We have to tell them about their rights, what rights they have. So it is a lot of issues that we deal with in asylum seekers. We help them with asylum support, contacting the Home Office on their behalf, writing letters on their behalf, and phone calls and so many more, and also activities to keep them busy so that they can know that there is an organization in Manchester that support them from, I can say we are a one-stop shop for asylum seekers and refugees.
The Gateway Resettlement Program was first introduced in 2001. The whole idea was the United Nations requested member countries of the UN to help ease the refugee crisis around the world by resettling those to whom a return home was no longer an option. A number of member countries, mainly the Western countries, volunteered to take these refugees, and each country stated what quota they were willing to take. Now, the countries participating in this program so far are the US, Canada, New Zealand, Australia, and here in Europe you've got Britain, Belgium, France, and so on. Yeah. So they each take whatever quota they stated.
We cannot live in fear. Grab a hand that's near. We gon' stand together, yeah, stand together as one. We cannot live in fear. Yes, grab a hand that's near. We gon' stand together, yeah, stand together as one. Woke up at 2:30, witnessing all the news. All I see is the blue lights flashing by. Hold on, wait.